Yep, you see correctly. We have a functioning traffic light system, but we'll come to that later. So hello and welcome to episode 15 of our Lego Brick City. As always, we have a lot planned and we'll start with the exterior design of the Lego set American Diner 10260. On the subject on lighting for the set, we have pinned this video for you above. This cost us the equivalent of less than 25 euros, but just watch the video yourself. First, we raise the future walkway by 1 brick high. This allows us to hide the cables for the lightning and any circuits underneath. This is followed by a layer of plates to properly secure the walkway. If the plates are not on outer edge of a sidewalk, you can also use plates in different colors that you don't use or need very often. We always try to work with light bluish gray plates and bricks on the edge so that it looks like a curb. Now it's time to tie the walkway. There are several reasons for this, for example the appearance of the paving slabs or removing dust. And we've put a link in the video description for you. We found a small compact handheld cordless vacuum cleaner on Amazon, which we don't want to be without, but back to the topic quickly. To loosen up the facade a little, we clamped dark tan bricks here. This will be the border for a rose bed, on the top of which we will clamp printed tiles with a wood grain, as we have seen in other episodes. The plants there and also on our diner wiring provide a really nice contrast. To breathe a little more life into it, we put a bench in the front of the flower bed. There's also a trash can to support the Bean Village garbage collection. Then we come to the minifigures. First we place a young lady with a smartphone in her hand who is looking for her friends. Right next to her on the bench we place an older couple. The lady is enjoying an ice cream to the fullest. Her husband is looking around. The back of the diner will be part of a special idea that came to mind recently. More on that soon. There used to be a garbage can in the narrow alley. We remove this in place and with another can on this other side. This indicates the separation of garbage. The blue garbage can also contain our papers, show here with a later. The last minifigure is a lady from the kitchen department of the diner. She's in the process of clearing away the kitchen left loose. And then we had an idea. So far all the buildings are firmly in place and theoretically cannot be removed without major effort. Because as you had earlier, we are laying the cables to all the electronic components under our sidewalk. Our first tool was therefore the banana plugs, and we will show you exactly what we did with them here. First we shortened the 2 poles down to the Technic brick and then soldered them into the female banana plug. Now we can glue the 2 poles into a 1x2 double Technic brick. In this case we do this with a 2-component adhesive. The banana plugs lie flat with the Technic brick side facing down. Now we can let the fine granulate trickles in from above and the drip in the adhesive. We then left the 2 glowed connectors to dry and harder overnight. Everything is hardened and dried. Now we can integrate the 2 systems into the walkway and close them again. Now we'll check whether we've worked cleanly and correctly and test the system. And let there be light. This gives us some freedom that wasn't possible before. And as the saying goes, it's better to have than to need. The front area is now due. This is the area that a potential viewer see first on the set. We built the set at the time without considering that we might want to hide the cables under the sidewalk at a later date. Of course, we had to come up with something to get from the raised walkway to the base plate high, as cleverly and elegantly as possible. We decide on the step variant. How do you like it? Let us know in the comments. Same game as on the other side. Ounce completely dismantling the walkway and announce everything a brick higher. With Technic brick on the corners, a layer of plates on the top, and then we can start design the walkway. After the stairs to the gym retiled, we can now add a small tree and have used the city typical bed construction technique. To be more precise, the means dark tan bricks and then the tiles with wood grain print on top. Then it was time for the classic tiling again. This time we added a few more 2x2 jumper plates. Why, you ask? You will see in a moment. Let's get back to the livening up the street section. A small dark grey cat sneaks around the diner. The mailbox is of course back at its place. The tree mentioned earlier is now also clamped on, and then comes the parking meters, which was already included in this Lego set from the house. The flower boxes are also placed directly on the sidewalk, just a little closer to the diner from our perspective. The skater is our first minifigure in this area. A man can enjoy her knee here, but he is on his way to the restaurant. As you can see, he is equipped with a few brick dollars and he seems to be extremely hungry. Since we haven't had a chance to bring the diner to live with some minifigures yet, we'll do that right away. Of course, the kitchen also needs a cook. In this case, a lady. A modern dressed gentleman finds his piece in the beautiful red seating area, and an artist is a must in the music studio. And the matching music producer enjoys his champagne on this idyllic balconia. Now that we finally visited the modular American diner, we can push into our Lego brick city. Now we come to an upgrade a little away from the bricks. However, it is important for protection from UV rays to prevent fading, and of course it looks much nicer than older kitchen tables. Is a blackout blind. It turns day into night, and thanks to its aluminum coating on the other side, it is also reflects the heat back outside. You can them in many different sizes and dimensions. We'll just link them to you in the video description. As you can see, it was pitch black. In the later night shots, you will see how well it really works. Since we haven't clamped anything yet, we'll show you what else we work it on. It was very time consuming as the soldering iron seemed to be burning constantly, because we got ourselves a ship circuit. The ship was made especially for model making. It is a traffic light circuit. That's why we had to drill a few holes in the street baseplate, because the wiring was pretty cable intensive. We'll show you a photo here. How the circuit is set up, where you can connect things in our tangles of cables under the tabletop. If you want, we'd be happy to make a video of this traffic light system. After we treat all the cables to holes, the supply line from the battery box was allowed to find its way under the tabletop. After we realized how much cable had to be laid, the idea of laying the cables and the ship above the city was quickly abandoned. Well, if that isn't cool, we don't know what else to say. We really like it. Then we need a supply line to the building Eastland. We drilled holes like we just did and LED the cables up. Now the two floors of the diner will each get a homemade stickers, one created for the gym and one for the music studio. So should be immediately clear what is hidden behind these brick windows. Now we are going to tackle the front and the side walkways. We'll take a look at that in the speed build, mostly without comment. See you soon.
I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change. Had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things, what could go wrong, what fame brings. But success is a finicky thing, and if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. way, you won't understand it. All alone, that's okay. People, I can't stand them. They don't want me to change, keep me where I'm standing. And I don't wanna be where I am. And I want something more, take a chance. It could be possibly my last dance, my last dance. And I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down.
Here we are again, a lot has happened. A few minifigures have moved in, flowers, latern, scooters and so on and so forth. In the background you can also see that the Blackout blind mentioned earlier is doing a great job, as in the traffic light circuit. And what we haven't tried out yet in the connection between in the dyno module and the street panels using the banana plug connection. It was such a relief that everything worked as we had imagined. If you want to see more of our videos, take a look. We are put our city updates playlist up here and a current video below. We hope you liked the video, and with that, bye and see you in the next video, your Bausteinklemmer!